My name is Bernie Olivas, Executive Director of the Sun Bowl, and happy to have you all here. And I'd like to thank coaches for taking some time out. I know they're probably in practice, so we'll try to make this quick. Like I said, you know, this is our 90th anniversary of the Sun Bowl game, and the second oldest bowl game, and not every year do we get the opportunity to have two teams that are both ranked in the top 20. So I think our matchup is tremendous this year. Between Notre Dame University and of course Oregon State University, we are super excited about having this matchup here. But I'll just, like I said, try to keep it short. I'm going to introduce the coaches, and they'll open up with a statement. You can ask questions. So first, the offensive coordinator for Oregon State, Mr. Coach John Beyer. If you don't mind coming
Boyer.
Boyer. Come up here, take a stand, and we'll go from there. Thank you, Coach.
Good morning.
Can you give an opening statement about being here in El Paso playing in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, please?
It's an honor to be here playing in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. We're excited for the opportunity to compete against a great football team. And for me, having the chance to get back down here, I think last time I was in El Paso was 1998. So it's great to be in this part of the country, and we're excited about what's to come.
Can you talk about the challenges that it's been preparing for this game, if there's been any kind of challenges at all?
I think just with our situation currently at Oregon State, just the uncertainty after our last ball game with Coach Jonathan Smith moving on, presented a little bit of concern, but I think that our administration's done a great job moving forward quickly and announcing the next head coach, and I think it's the right guy, and Coach Trent Bray, and it quickly turned the focus back to the ball game and in our preparation itself. I think anytime you have a month off from your last game moving forward to the ball game, there's some concerns with preparation and conditioning. That's been our focus, is trying to get our players up to speed, not just with the scheme that we're using with the younger players that are going to be participating in this game, but making sure that just logistically, from eliminating penalties, the standpoint of looking like it's the 13th game that we're playing in the season as opposed to the first game that we're going to be playing in the season. So that's been our main focus, and then also our strength staff has done a great job just keeping our players prepared, up to speed with the conditioning aspect of it.
As far as the game calling goes, talk about that a little bit, as far as having to make the adjustments there as well. You talked about the conditioning. How about the play calling?
The play calling responsibilities, Coach Fence Henson is still going to call the plays. So that's something he wanted to do going into this ball game, and both of us have had a big part in game plan preparation and game day ideas. And so he's called plays for a number of years. I've called plays for a number of years, and I think that the plan that we've been able to put together is going to be exciting for us, for sure.
Any questions? Anybody else?
You've had a lot of players opt out. How does that kind of affect how you go about things?
I think that's the nature of college football right now, and it's the next man up mentality. And so, wherever there's adversity and uncertainty, there's also opportunities, and that has been our motto. And we're excited to see some of these younger players that maybe haven't been in those key starting lineup roles, but they've definitely been preparing all year, and now it's their time to rise to the occasion.
Well, Coach, your starting quarterback has a lot of experience. He was the backup this year, but he played a lot for you last year. You just talked about him and his readiness for this bowl game.
Ben Gulbranson is everything you want in a football player, and especially in a teammate and as a quarterback. He has stayed prepared throughout the course of this season. And he did. He went 7-1 last year. He's smart. He's tough. He sees the game very, very well. He's always prepared. I have the most respect for him, not only as a player, but especially as a person. And nothing has changed. And so him coming into this situation here, he's ready to go. And so I'm excited to see what he's capable of doing.
You're talking about the players. They won't be in the game. It's a good game. It's a good scenario for start to think in the next season, because you are going to use new players or player with a few minutes in the field. It's a good moment to start to see that freshman, that sophomores that will be playing in the Sun Bowl?
I definitely think it's an advantage for those players that are getting their first opportunity to compete on the big stage. And it's going to be a good opportunity for our new coaches that come in to be able to evaluate their skills in a game setting, so as opposed to just looking back on practice film. So I think it's a huge advantage all around for not only the players being able to present their skills to the new staff, but the coaches being able to evaluate them. So it's a great opportunity.
And Coach, I guess this is what impresses you about the Notre Dame defense.
They are a good defense. They're stout up front. I just think what Coach Golden has done, and it's remarkable. You know, they're from the front end. You got Cross. I mean, he's an All-American candidate across the board. He's tough in the middle, along with Miles. Those two guys are going to present some challenges for us, just up front. And then in the second level, you got J.D. Bertrand. I know I think he's the leading tackler for their team, but he's also just a leader and a solid captain. And so he's able to help get everybody organized in the way that they can rally around each other is impressive just up in the box. And then you got Javante, who's their leading sack getter right now off the edge. And so it's not just one player. It's a cohesive unit up front that's going to present some physical challenges for us, for sure, especially with a couple of our younger linemen that are getting opportunities. And then obviously what Watts has done on the back end is being recognized as one of the nation's best defenders, if not the best. He flies around, and when you see a guy like that on tape, it's a lot of fun to know that we get a chance to compete against the best, and that's what they are. They are the best.
Any other questions?
Coach, just kind of a funny one. I heard you say before you came here that you've been hit by a tortilla. Can you just explain that story to me?
We were here. I was with Colorado State, and we came down here to play UTEP, and I just remember frozen tortillas being thrown at us from a few of the fans, and it was a lively group, and it was a fun ball game at the time. But that was back in the old WAC conference, so that was quite a few years ago.
And just a follow-up question, I'm sorry if this has been asked before, just your QB coming in, how does that kind of change the offense a little bit, because he's not as much of a drill for that?
Actually, he is. He fits what we're doing very, very well, and we haven't gone about changing our scheme. You know, our game plan is our game plan, and I think one thing that we have done very well with is getting some of these younger players that are going to be given an opportunity to play, putting them in positions to have success, and being a little bit creative with it. But as far as the makeup of our offense, Ben Branson is 100% capable of running what we're going to do, and so he fits it perfect.
Thank you, Coach. Bernie?
Thank you very much, Coach. Again, thank you very much for taking some time out of your practice schedule. Next, I would like to call up the defensive coordinator for Oregon State. It's Coach Anthony Perkins. Coach, if you like I said, make an opening statement, and then we'll take questions and get you going. Yeah. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Morning,
Coach.
No, I just want to say thank you guys. We appreciate being here. It truly is an honor to be at the Sun Bowl, just with the prestige and the history. An opportunity to play against one of the best teams in the country in Notre Dame. We're definitely excited for this opportunity and thankful to be here.
Talk about the excitement that comes along with the challenges of coming into this game.
Yeah, I think like the guys that we have in our locker room, they're excited for the opportunity to go toe-to-toe with a program like Notre Dame, a program that's as prestigious, like year in, year out. They're always at the very top. You know, to play in an environment like this, to play at this level, this magnitude, you know, a late bowl game, late in December, is something that everybody's excited about. And I know our players they're hungry, they're ready, they're excited. They're excited for the opportunity.
It seems like your team was ranked pretty much all year long. What is it like to have a defense that is in the top 25 all year long? Yeah,
like it's a testament. It's a testament, one, to Coach Bray, what he was able to do, you know, before he got the head coaching job, just him able to build the culture of this defense and build it to where it is. But I think more than anything, it's a testament to the players that we have in the locker room. You know, just you got a bunch of guys that are hungry. You got a bunch of guys that are hyper competitive. A bunch of guys that
were willing to show up every single day and just lay it on the line, leave it all on the grass. And it was fun to watch, some of the younger guys kind of grow through the season. Everybody had a chance to step up and make plays when their time was their opportunity came about. So yeah, for us to be here now, I think the guys are excited. They're excited. That's about all I can say.
You've been here in El Paso for less than 24 hours. What's kind of one thing that's kind of stuck out to you since getting here?
Absolutely. The hospitality. Hospitality has been unreal. The people here are more than willing to go above and beyond to make us feel at home, to make us feel comfortable. And yeah, I can't thank you guys enough for going out of your way to show us a great time and make sure that we do truly feel at home while we're down here. But the hospitality has jumped off since I've been here. Absolutely.
Coach, kind of a two-part question. I know Coach Bray is here, but he's not necessarily coaching. How much is he kind of influencing what you guys do on defense?
Yeah, Coach Bray's around. He's done a really good job of just really being available, especially for the players, for myself, being able to get them and ask them whatever questions are needed, bounce ideas off of them. He's done a great job of being available, being present, being part of this thing.
And then I know you're interim defensive coordinator for this game. Is there any talk about what it'll mean for next year, whether you'll kind of move into that defensive coordinator role?
No, I'm the defense coordinator right now, and I'm excited for this opportunity. Next year will take care of itself, but I'm focused on right here, right now, and making sure that I do my part in allowing our players to play fast, play physical, play confident, and put a good product out on the field.
What do you think about the people says that this game against Notre Dame is one of the most attractive bowl games on the season?
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of college football is you have all these bowl games and you have a bunch of great athletes, great teams, great programs playing in a bunch of awesome parts of the country. I'm excited about this one. I haven't put much thought into this one compared to other ones. I just know that we have a great opportunity to go against one of the best programs in the country, and we're excited for it.
Obviously, you've had some players opt out. How does that kind of change your preparation? Does it change your preparation? How do you kind of go about that?
It doesn't change the preparation. Coach Boyd already alluded to it. Kind of the nature of college football right now, but I'm a firm believer in the next man up, and the guys that we have with us right now they're excited, they're hungry. We'll have a couple younger guys who'll be playing in expanded roles, and I know that they're ready for their opportunity.
Coach, you mentioned earlier that your grandfather's Don Perkins, and how much has he impacted your where you wanted to go in your career?
Yeah, Don Perkins. Obviously, great career as a collegiate player at the University of New Mexico, and then getting to play for the Dallas Cowboys for those seasons. The biggest impact I think that he made on my life, and when I talked to a lot of other people that knew him as a person, it was bigger than football for him. Football was what he did, but it wasn't who he was. He was very much a relational person, poured into those around him, and I think the legacy that he left behind was a legacy beyond football. It was a legacy of being a great father, being a great grandfather, being a great friend. He was able to use his platform to make an impact beyond the game, and I think that's been the biggest impact that he left for me, was just being able to use a platform that you have to build into those around you, to pour into those that you're around.
Coach, I know we talk about that next man up mentality, and obviously that's natural with a guy like Easton being out in the linebacker position. Just what do you lose there, and what's that gap kind of not having him there?
Yeah, I think obviously Easton's a very good football player. Played a lot of snaps, was very productive in our defense. But I'm excited for a couple guys who are going to get a chance to kind of show the world who they are that are going to have this stage, this opportunity to do so. I think you got a couple of young guys that are hungry, they're ready, they've been preparing, and I know that they're chomping at the bit. They're ready to go out and show out, and I can't wait to watch them.
Kind of the flip side there, preparing for Notre Dame, and their offense is going to look a lot different than it has all year in terms of personnel. Does that change anything? How do you go about that?
No, I think they do a great job with what they do. Just from a scheme standpoint, they're big up front. They got really big tight ends. They're physical up front. They got a good downhill run game, very dynamic in the run game versus kind of how they scheme it up. I think at the end of the day, we've got to make it about us. We've got to do a good job of being sound in our run fits. We've got to do a great job playing fast, playing physical, knowing that, yeah, they're going to try to do what they do regardless of who they have playing. It's going to be a good football player. It's going to be somebody that's hungry, that's ready to roll, somebody that's ready to make a name for themselves. So I'm not worried about who is playing. I'm worried about us and making sure that we do our jobs, playing fast, playing physical, playing confident, and finding ways to help the offense so we can win this football game.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate that. Do you guys mind a quick picture with Executive Director Bernie Olivas?
No problem. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you very much.